All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the One Hairloss podcast. My name is Dad, and today I have a very special guest, Rose. Rose is our special guest today.
Hi.
She is Hair Loss Rose, okay? And she is going to tell us all about having wigs and toppers and how to use kind of extensions to cover hair loss and to, I guess, be confident in public, even if you're going through hair loss. So it's going to be a quick chat on YouTube because we have a whole podcast to talk about. And I'm going to leave the link in the bio for people that want to hear the full episode. So, hi, Rose.
Hi.
How's your day been?
It's been good, thank you. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay, so please introduce yourself. Let's know who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my Insta name is Hairloss.Rose. So if you do want to find me, I'm on Hairloss.Rose. By profession, I'm actually a teacher, and I've actually been a teacher for 10 years. In those 10 years, 8 of them I've spent wearing alternative hair. So I started off by wearing extensions, and I used to wear weave extensions because I had enough bio hair to cover the weave extensions. And then I went on to individual hair bonding to my hair. And then I finally finished off my extension journey with taped extensions. But last year, it started to really thin my hair, and I get hair loss because of my thyroid problem. And even with medication, my hair never got back to what it was. So being Indian, I'm expected to have good hair. So it was very difficult for me because I'd kept it a secret for so long. So for 8 years, being a teacher, being a manager, nobody knew. I kept it very hidden. But I decided once I started getting into toppers and wigs that I actually wanted to come out about it, and I wanted to support, especially women with hair loss, but especially Indians as well, being an Indian myself. Just because of the stigma attached to us losing our hair when we're supposed to have good hair. I'm surrounded by many women with amazing hair. So it did get quite embarrassing for me. It knocked my confidence. And then when I went down the road of alternative hair, I realised there's so much more out there. And here I am today wearing a wig.
So you're telling me that this is a full wig on your head right now?
This is a full wig. This is Mongolian hair that I'm wearing. And this was the first wig I ever bought. So before this, I was wearing toppers.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I'm wearing a lace one as well because my friend was very much like, stop wearing toppers, get a lace wig. And I was like, what's a lace wig?
You have to educate yourself on that one.
Oh, absolutely. I had no idea, like my friend, she's Jamaican, and she was telling me about lace wigs, and I was like, but what is a lace wig? Why would I put a lace on my head? But it was a whole different world, and to be honest, I'm so glad I joined that world. And I think it was so important for me to come out, make videos, make content that support other women, but it's going to be okay. It's okay,
Yes. I mean,
and I'm in a very public space, so
exactly. It's really encouraging seeing people like you who embrace the situation that just happened. It's not like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Make something out of it and give people hope in that sense. So when you first started, showing, did you get any negative feedback or?
I think, especially with some of my close people in my circle, they were very much like, well, why don't you just, take some pills or, use some Indian remedies, use this Indian hair oil or use this. And, you do go down that road. I tried lots of Indian hair remedies. I went to India. I tried the hair oil, it didn't work. You know, I tried vitamins, and you know, you try this and you try that. I think I tried Chinese medicine as well. And
Try
it
it all.
doesn't work. You know, it just stresses you out more.
Right.
And I just found, like, when I was taking pictures, the pictures you could see, you know, my scalp. And that was where I thought, no, I can't keep doing this. I need to do something about it.
So, what are the steps? So, someone finds out they've lost their hair or they're losing their hair. They want to get into alternative hair, right? What are the steps that you would take them through?
Yeah, I think first of all you need to find out what it is. That's probably the first thing. You know, some people are quite lucky that when they do find out they've got hair loss, there are remedies that they can do and it works for them. You know, some people can go down the road of PRP treatment, or, you know, take some extra supplements and their hair grows back. But
Yeah.
for me, it wasn't working. And in terms of
Mhm.
like other people and accepting it, I had to accept it first, you know, because there are going to be people there that go, oh, just keep trying it. And it's like, no. So for me, I would say the first steps are, first, acknowledge what it is, understand it's either going to come back or not. Once you've got over that stage, I guess if you've still got bio hair, you can get extensions. But for me now, I'd probably say toppers are probably your best bet as a beginner, you know, because it's quite daunting to think about wigs. You know, there's still a lot of stigma
It
around
is.
wigs, you know,
Yes.
putting this whole piece on your head and, you know,
Mhm.
being worried that it's going to fly away or someone's going to pull it off. And, you know, so I think it's, for me, gradually getting into it, I got to where I am now. But if someone handed me a wig probably like 4 years ago, I'd be like, no, never.
You're right. Things have really advanced, and wigs are now,
Yeah,
next level. I know you know that.
yeah.
So we're just gonna give 3 tips that you would give someone who wants to purchase their first alternative hair, and then we're going to complete the podcast. If you want
Yeah.
to hear the rest of all the tips that she has, because I know she has juicy ones, and you want to know more about Hairloss.Rose, it's the link in bio you're going to have to access once this episode is out. But just give them 3 tips and we're out of here.
I think the first tip I would give is seek support. You know, seek support, understand the circle that you have around you, because you're going to need that support to go through this journey. And I would say, even on the Instagram, like, there's so many hair loss women out there. The community is amazing. So I would say connect to a community that understands what you're going through, because your general circle don't understand. You know, it's very hard for them to understand.
Right.
So I would say link up to the hair loss community, watch women, you know, other people, influencers using the hair, trying it on, giving tips, because it's a massive world out there. There's so many suppliers, so many different brands. You've got to pick something that's right for you. Now, for me, I probably didn't pick the best thing for me at first, but I learned as I went along through trial and error. So be forgiving to yourself. You know, you're not going to get the first piece, put it
Right.
on and be like, oh, that's perfect. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because you've got to learn, you know, there's so many different hair types and, you know,
Yeah,
wig
you said you have some
styles.
Mongolian up in there. So I'm going to learn all about that in our podcast. So, as I
Yeah,
said, if you want the full episode, you're going to have to click the link in bio once the podcast is out, which should be this Friday. We're going to move over to the podcast now because I really want to hear all about all the juicy details of her different hair extensions. But this is Hairloss.Rose. She's very experienced, and her videos are so fun to look at on Instagram.
thank
So I'm gonna
you.
have her handle in there in their bio, and check it out, check her out, and check out the full episode when it's out in
Thank you.
on Friday.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, bye YouTube.
Bye.